Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn April 7, 2022. While there can be annoying yet valuable reminders of what's not working for you today, opportunities to enjoy yourself and learn something new emerge and delight. Inconveniences tend to pop up and divert your attention, but the detours you take or fixes you make as a result can be valuable. You may have the chance to enhance a family relationship or home life and living conditions. You're seeking a style of living that genuinely represents you. People gravitate to you and your ideas. While you want to be heard, you are also very willing to listen. You have a lot more going on than you openly admit. Granted, this could be something you're choosing to keep to yourself. Still, with Mercury in Aries sizzling through your fourth house of home, family matters, and innermost feelings, it more than likely revolves around personal matters. However, whether you're single, crushing, or already romantically attached, the Moon's close proximity to Jupiter and Neptune in Gemini via your third house of communication isn't making the emotions or conversations flow with ease. Needless to say, opening up to a love interest or partner could get messy. There is value in following your passions. As a hardworking Earth sign, you may lose sight of pleasure or make money from something you genuinely enjoy doing. But as Venus in Gemini squares the North Node in Taurus today, you may see how valuable committing to your passions could be. Maybe it is time to entertain following your passion as a side hustle, or if you can incorporate your joys into your current position at work. Whatever it may be, now is the time to prioritize deriving happiness from your work. Knowing that when she leaves your income sector next week, 3 planets with the will and the determination to fight for what you deserve will stay on, gives Venus a chance to focus more on the what than on the when, where, and how. With Venus out in front, there might be a lag between knowing what you want and then getting it, but you have the determination to make it happen. You will have to put up with unpleasantness in your private life, being asked repeatedly to take a stance on awkward conflicts. Some decisions may be taken that cause you great pain. Try to see this phase as a chance for inner growth. If you find the right way of doing things, you will be successful. There's something sort of frustrating going down at home, and even though it's not a big deal, it does have you dreaming about a vacation. A postcard from an exotic locale might catch your attention today. Constantly tempted to seek pleasure for yourself, you don't even consider the thought of sharing intimate moments with another. If this is the way you feel, your attitude may satisfy you in the short term, but you notice something is missing, you're disenchanted. Practice self-restraint, reflect on your conduct. You have a wide-ranging palate and are often the person at the table who will order something new or unusual. This palate is connected to a willingness to explore the physical and sensual areas of life. It's important to be open-minded about physical pleasure, though some do not give themselves permission to do so from a young age and become blocked. The body can store blocked energy in profoundly secretive ways. Experiment with various holistic massage practices if this interests you. Alexander technique is one. At times it can be very hard for you to express your feelings. Yours is generally a peaceful nature. When things don't go right for you, or someone upsets you, you may be more inclined to become very quiet and wander off alone than you are to speak up. While this may be the usual case for you, today is not a usual day, as there is a vibration in the air. Communication is supported by this essence, and you will be able to express yourself with greater ease. As Venus settles into her first full day in your communication sector and of her mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice, she is happy to wait as the planets she left behind in your income sector regroup. Less because she is being generous and more because Venus knows that when the Moon returns to your relationship sector tomorrow, she will have a better chance to give your emotional responses and relationships a voice. Until then, the Moon is not only in your work sector but at a friendly aspect to all 3 planets in your income sector, making this a good day on both fronts. Knowing that the Moon will return to your relationship sector tomorrow is giving Venus, the planet of love, a chance to first settle into her first full day in your communication sector. Venus has returned to begin a 26-day mission to give your heart and your relationships a voice, with the moon returning for its only visit to your relationship sector during that time in just 24 hours. Our eyes in the sky. Ready or not, it's time for a round of big boss, little boss at the office. If your supervisor isn't very savvy, you could be forced to take control of a current project. They might be protective of their role, but you can navigate your way around this power play. The Aries new moon could rock our world by shaking up our sense of stability. Under this luminary, we are cosmically asked to step up and manifest a new vision, which could prove challenging. The universe could create obstacles and throw roadblocks in our way, but with the right planning and a positive attitude, you can overcome them and fly high. But hits to the ego and emotional meltdowns will happen. Think of this like a seasonal shedding. In order to embrace the new, we must let go of what we've outgrown and no longer need. Unfortunately, if you haven't been trusting your instincts, you may have been thrown off your path. Now you're learning that you need to rely more on your third eye when dealing with others. Your intuition can be a lifesaver if you're open to accessing it. Whether or not the is something you are celebrating today, you will be assisted by the ambitious and practical Gemini moon. This should help you get everything done precisely and accurately. If you're able to be around relatives today, this lunation is especially supportive of stepping up and being there for family members. And even if you aren't planning any kind of gathering, you will most likely be the one from your clan chosen to be in charge of organizing current events or ones coming up in the future. Today is also about overcoming obstacles, as this strong and committed lunar energy supports you not giving up no matter what you're up against. Take some time to consider your role in your family, your neighborhood, your community, and society as a whole, and then make a plan so you can be a better contributor to any and all of these important groups. By now you know there are ways around in-person meetings. Stand up and be counted by making a worthwhile contribution to the world. Later in the afternoon there's a Moon-Neptune sextile that puts you in touch with your emotions and allows you to rely heavily on your intuition. If your partner, friend, or parent says they're fine but you can feel that they're distant, don't just let it go. Your compassion and understanding can make a big difference in someone else's life, so don't ignore that little voice that's saying, something is wrong.